at the 2023 World Gathering in Nepal, in beautiful landscape of Ramaroshan, pretty high surface on the mountain. And it's beautiful and awesome here.
I'm from China. I love World Gathering in the sense that it brings people from all over the place to come here to meet, and that's so magical because it's just a lot more diverse, and it's just like a melting pot of different culture, and you hear like different language speaking everywhere you go, and it's pretty trippy. Yeah, and I really love that about the World Gathering. Just bringing everyone like out from their village or like take them out from the mountain and just coming here to this place to all meet together. I think Rainbow will have certain traditions. It's just like if you see a job, then it's yours. Yeah, it's not like telling them, hey, there's no wood. You're not telling people. You're not like telling them and then like hoping, expecting someone gonna bring wood, because if you're the first one who see it, and why don't you just bring something? And yeah, so it's like so much about this learning process because it's something that we're so not used to. I feel like a lot of time we just like give our task to someone, and it's so easy to just like vocalizing it, just like, hey, like you do this, you do that, and expecting help from other places. But I feel like it's so much about like being in Rainbow, the way we work together. It just we are unconditionally to do things without like telling them, hey, I did this, and it's like we all come together voluntarily because we want to do it, because we do this together. It's really fun, and just like working in the kitchen, people just come here to help because they really like the energy in the kitchen. They like all the singing together, and it's a place for them to get to know each other more and spend more time. So it's very different than other way of working in society, like the way that we used to, and we're not getting paid for it. We do it just because we want to do something for the community, and we want to do this together. And I feel like the more we do, the more we feel all the energy is getting back to us. So like we never really get tired. Like the more we do it, we're just like, ow, like it's so happy just seeing other people are doing this, and then we just have more energy to do other things. Yeah.
So I'm Nalika, I'm from South Africa, currently living in Sri Lanka. I arrived here in the night after traveling for so many hours and days, and it was just really intense. And I arrived here in the night, put up my tent, it started pissing down with rain, and I was like, what am I doing here? Like, this is shocking. Until I woke up in the morning, went for a tinkle, just, outside in the bush, like we do. And I sat on the rock, and I literally just looked around, and just to be in a place this beautiful is so spectacular. So I feel so grateful for that. And then as the day progressed, like the magic just started unfolding. Just being surrounded by so many like-minded individuals, but like that are so interesting in their different way, and learning about that and like their talent and their lives. And all of these people from all around the world with different stories, different backgrounds, coming together as one. Literally everyone having so much love and connection between every single individual is really beautiful. So obviously, like not wearing shoes, especially if you're so clumsy like me, it's intense. And being in the jungle. And being blind in the night and not having a headlight because I was very unprepared. I decided to come here in one day. It was very spontaneous. But yeah, I went to the medic tent. It was a Korean guy, and we had a really good connection. typical hippie style. I was like, get the splinter out of my foot, please. Like, it's really annoying me. And he's like, no, 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 just like you need to pee in a bowl and then put your foot in the pee for 10 minutes because it's super sterile, which I thought was really funny. And yeah, we just had like a beautiful connection. Everyone is able to come here. There's so much acceptance and non-judgment. Everyone has a full form of expression, and being in this community where it's so freeing, you know, there's no judgments, there's no anything. I think it just taps into the fact of like, we're all brothers and sisters sharing it. Like, you accept me for exactly who I am, like, you know, like not just like who I am at the essence, you know, and accepting that and loving that, you know, not caring about where you're from, what you do, like society kind of things, you know. And I think just having that kind of connection of like oneness, because having that oneness and realizing that we're all part of the same collective consciousness, you know, we're all actually one. So if I can have something, then you can have it, because all of this abundance is for everyone, because, you know, there's like no division, which I really like.
I'm Eric. I'm from Germany. Music is like a big passion of mine, and I was really surprised how many musicians are here, and it's amazing. Like my expectation was to do a lot of music, and I was able to do it. But the kind of music what I saw here and the instruments were, yeah, especially the choir project, like the workshop with the choir. Like training and practicing a song and performing it here. Absolutely amazing. In the recent months, I was a bit struggling as well with some things, and being here and seeing all these like beautiful places, all these beautiful people, make you humble. I make myself a bit humble, like that we are small in the world in a way, and especially to find happiness in a tough situation can be sometimes difficult. And seeing all this like beautiful nature and this experience of the cooking, the fire, and like just being here in the wild, in the remotest place I've ever been, is really special.
And I am from Hawaii. And I planned on coming here after I spoke it to the universe that I just wanted to go around the world instead of just Nepal. I just wanted to give back. That's when I came across these glasses. It's Global Vision 2020. They're a non-profit. They provide prescription glasses to third world countries and people in need. I just bought them and knew that I was going to go around and change people's lives. Special glasses when it has a dial. You dial it in like binoculars, and then once I have their prescription, it comes with these frames that I can just pop in the lenses and then give them glasses right then. I thought it was amazing when we took the Jeep ride after giving them out, and we come out here to this teeny tiny little village, and somebody comes up to me and they're like, Uncle Ferry, glasses, I need glasses. And people in this village were to travel all the way up here into the middle of nowhere. That shocked me. I was like, wow. And them say, oh, you need to go see grandma in that village. They need them. And kind of let that take me around. It was the 50th Rainbow Gathering. I went to that and just saw the giving spirit, and I started giving more and more after that. I started setting up weekly this big drum circle. We call it Sunday Fun Day, and about 100 to 150 people go. Probably half of them are people from around the world. They were trying to shut down this whole event because it was technically, the property was owned by a homeowners association. And so they used the fact that people were selling food without permits. And so they said, okay, police came and they fined people and they said, no more vendors. It was the very next week that I went, and started setting up an area to give back. And I just thought back when I didn't have a lot of money, my parents didn't have a lot when I was growing up, but my parents always, the house was open and we'd bring friends over. And so I was like, what would mom do to provide? And so I just started with peanut butter jelly sandwiches. So everybody knows every week Uncle Ferry has peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And then it grew from there. And then I found the more I gave, the more I received. And the more I get, I give more. It's like, no, no, no. And then it just grew from there. And then when I left, when I came across this actually on TikTok. It was like when I spoke it to the universe that I am going to go around the world. And I'm going to do what I do at the lawn everywhere. And then it was exactly the next day I go on TikTok, boom, Global Vision 2020. And they were on Shark Tank and all this stuff. And I was just like, wow, that's my calling.
My name is Aviv. I'm from Israel. In the past 3 years I've been traveling and living in you can say not very stable kind of ways. I've been doing juggling in traffic lights for like 2 years now, and exploring alternative communities and traveling the world and going into rainbow gatherings. I feel present in a really deep way because you're unplugged from everything, from your troubles, from bills, from the responsibilities that I have, and I'm like super in the present. Now we're collecting woods. Now we're talking with people. Now we're eating. Now I'm taking a swim. Now I'm just sitting and meditating. So this is like the first and most thing I'm looking up when I'm coming to gatherings. Before you make a gathering and you decide where you are staying and having it, so there's something that's called scouting. So we had a scouting team of about, I think it was like 5 siblings, brothers and sisters, going around in Nepal to find the specific location. The scouts have a consensus where to do the gathering. The seed camp starts. Seed camp is about building the entire structures and to prepare the area for arrival of a couple of hundreds of people. So after a week here, we managed to establish to build the kitchen and some more communal spaces that will serve the family when they arrive. Drawing the pipe from the water source, which is super important. Digging the shit pit. Shit pit digging is one of the most important jobs in rainbows. And after like a week, 2 weeks, we were ready to go, and people just started to arrive. Yeah. So last year in Turkey, it was my first encounter with people from other countries in the Middle East. For me, it's pretty important to meet people from like neighbor countries, because we didn't really get exposed and like meeting people because of the borders are closed, except for like Jordan and Egypt. And people like the Iranian family was very unique to me and very special. And I think also after the rainbow ends, we did a caravan into Antalya, and I've just slept on the beach with my tent and with some lovely brother and sister from Iran, and we like had in a chat about the situation in Israel and the situation in Iran. And you know, we don't really have connection with them. We just hear about it on the news, and like just meeting the person and talking with him and feel him and hug him and cook with him together. So it gives you like a whole different experience of what does it mean. People who are living in Iran now, people who are living in Palestine, in Israel.
My name is Ayelet. I'm from Israel. In the Rainbow Gathering, anyone is welcome, and together with the nature, it creates a lot of magic. I was in the Turkish gathering, World Gathering, last year, and while I was cooking in the kitchen, another guy was cutting vegetables next to me, and he asked me where I'm from. So I tell him I'm from Israel. Someone asked him where is he from, and he's saying from Jenin, which is a Palestine city. We just stopped cutting vegetables. We went aside and we just started to talk, and he asked me if I want to hear what he have to say or if I want to know. And I said, yes, I want to hear whatever you have to say. Yeah, he told me a lot about his life in Jenin, about cases that happened to him with the Israeli military. And for me, it was really, really eye-opening, because it was the first time I talked with someone from a city like Jenin, and I don't have the opportunity to go there, and most people from Jenin will have trouble to go to Israel. It changed a lot about my perspective, because I don't have the opportunity to know everything, since in news they will not show everything that is happening.
Hi, my name is Karin, and I'm from Iran. I was like making myself a career in literature in Iran. I used to work in magazines, write short stories, edit like poets and writers' books and stuff. And I always wanted to travel, so slowly I started to like earn money. And then like I heard about the gathering here, so like I worked really hard for a month, like day and night, got all the things together and came here. This is my first rainbow gathering. Yeah, I think it's different to everyone, but I think it has pretty much an anarchist, communist vibes going through it. People gather, some describe themselves as a tribe. They gather, they work together, we share food, we share portions, no one has to pay anything. Everyone shares as much as they can. You can contribute what you can contribute. I think it's a chance to learn a lot. I do not find the anarchist community to be the like utopia for me, or where all the like communities should move towards, but like to learn to work like this and not to expect anything to return, and understand the value of sharing things other than money is pretty important. Other than that, you can learn pretty amazing, like there are many workshops, you can learn pretty amazing trades, you can learn to do so many things, and it does push your limits, so I think that's pretty amazing. I really also enjoyed the vision council. I think this is the most democratic form of democracy I've ever seen. Like people just waiting in turns and turns and turns and turns for a very long time to speak, and it's really interesting to see that. Usually democracy is already categorized when you receive it. Like when you were talking about the next destination, We didn't go like, okay, so who says for like Australia, hands up? Like no one was like that. Everyone just started brainstorming, and I like the fluidity of the whole system. Also, like I've had a lot of fun dancing around the fire, especially on the full moon. That was amazing. I sang for the first time here. People were very nice about it. You can be offbeat, no one cares. You can do whatever you want. And I really appreciate actually the nudity here, because like you get to see their body in their like in their essence, and no one is like trying to like solo each other up. You see men with not a hard dick, and that's really rare to see, like men who are not afraid of their ego being calm and in their natural form, and I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, it really makes you realize that it's not nudity which is sexual, not at all, like not a bit. And it's not like people are completely nude all the time. You wear clothing when you need to wear clothing, and you're nude when you need to be nude, or when you feel like being nude, which is so calming, so loving in a sense. Yeah, I'm from Iran and I've been camping in an Israeli camp. I've learned so much Hebrew, which is pretty fucking nice. Yeah, from all over the world, people are here. We exchange cultures, we exchange food, we exchange language. It's not easy to like put it into words. One of the most special ones was so strange. The Israelis were singing a Hebrew song, and I don't remember the words, but the thing was like, all souls will rise, hallelujah, all souls will praise the Lord, hallelujah. And I was singing it with them, and I started crying, and it was such a strange moment, because like you realize like you can truly find the like core of spirituality here, I believe, because like so many different people from different religions and backgrounds come over here, and when they're talking about spirituality or their God, I think we are talking about the same source of light or whatever. So it's pretty nice to actually like face the core of all like cultures and everything.
Had you connected with people from Israel like before the gathering?
No.
This is kind of like the first
Like I
time?
met some in Kathmandu, and we were on the same bus here, but like you just camped with them, and I realized like the whole Middle East has the same heart. So it's pretty much the same vibes. It was pretty nice.
Everyone you ask is going to say World Rainbow Gathering is different. To me, it's a group of us trying to bring rainbow spirit. What is that? Depends on the person you ask. But trying to bring our ethics of living together in community without commerce, sharing, respecting each other and respecting the earth, I think are some major principles most people will agree on. And bringing those here to countries that don't have rainbow families or have very young, small rainbow families, so that we can help seed larger rainbows. Here in Nepal, the Rainbow Gathering in 2018 was broken up by the government and stopped. The foreigners were ejected, the locals were arrested and publicly humiliated on TV. However, this gathering, we have full support from the local government, we have permits. They've even agreed to make this a permanent rainbow land that we can come back to. So I think that this is something that is vastly helpful. So we have actually really helped the local rainbow family, and they will now be able to have an easier time holding rainbow gatherings. They will probably also get a lot of the kitchen equipment donated down, so they'll be able to use it again in the future. What money did we have? The money that was given to us from the Magic Hat in Turkey. So it was the only money that we had, plus extra money people put in that were part of Seed Camp. I think this is one of the most beneficial things we're doing as a rainbow community, as we're learning from each other. There's also a lot of healing that goes on for individuals at rainbow gatherings. I watch people go through life-changing transformations. I was part of doing the music for a breathwork ceremony earlier this gathering, and it was really amazing. I watched people cry a whole hour, and one of the brothers afterwards said he hadn't cried in 3 years. Another brother released his guilt around his brother dying the year before. Another woman screamed for the first time in front of people. She said she couldn't let herself yell in front of other people because she felt silly. And these seem like little things, but they're deep childhood wounds and traumas that people are releasing. People come and for the first time they sing in front of people. For the first time they realize that they can put up a tarp, or that they can walk 3 miles into the woods, that they can cook in a kitchen, that they can build a fire. Like, people are learning all kinds of life skills here also.
This is how rainbow girls get ready in the woods. We've got this shard of glass. This is the only bit that has survived the truly long journey into the site here in Ramaroshan. Ramaroshan means light of Ram. So, Jai Shri Ram. So we've got a all-natural Ayurvedic tinted cheek and lip stain. So we're gonna apply a little bit of that on the cheekbones. And on the lips. We can get that pseudo-natural glow. We're gonna do the wings. This is an important part of the process. Getting them even in the woods is always quite the feat. Oh, Ryan's brought us a trishul. Perfect. 2 trishul's. Double trishul.
Wow.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hi, I'm Bliss. I am a rainbow warrior. I am from Los Angeles, California. I've been living in the rainbow for about 6 years now. Been to about 30 gatherings in probably 14 or 15 countries. I'm also a Hindu, so it's really blessed to me that we're able to gather in these super sacred lands. My personal mission is just to bring all the rainbow tribes together. I would like to see more connectedness between the European rainbows and the US rainbows and the world family, and just building bridges everywhere. The rainbow gathering started in 1972 in Colorado in the United States, and the original vision of the rainbow was to hold a non-denominational prayer for peace on earth in the sanctuary of nature. Since then, the rainbow has spread all over the world to most of the countries on the planet, with the exception of a lot of the African countries, and it makes me really excited because it seems like the vision is moving us to Africa next year for the World Gathering. So every time that there's a rainbow gathering, it kind of feels like we're lighting a candle somewhere in the world that stays lit. And at this point, I think that there's always a gathering happening somewhere at every given point in time. That's why I gather the prayer for peace. I feel like our prayers count. I feel like we are changing the world through this practice. And I really can't wait to see what happens in the next 50 years. Do that. I don't know a lot of places in the world where everyone is welcome to bring whatever they have to the table, and welcome to like hold their own name of God in their heart, or know God in their heart, or and peacefully coexist. When we talk about peace and we talk about God, we're all holding different things in our hearts, but I don't really think it matters what we're holding, because in that moment we're there, and we're there together. So.
I just can't wait to go home and share this with everyone. I feel like everyone needs to experience this, and take a little bit of magic back with them to live. They don't necessarily have to live this nomadic lifestyle, but just having certain elements to make their life better, I think that's pretty cool. We are magic. Who's magic? I'm magic. I'm magic. We are magic.
I
feel like the future means obviously more unity, and peace looks like tolerance of all sorts of people with all sorts of beliefs, living together, truly living together in practice. That's what we're doing. So.
Like, subscribe, and share.